go straight into the lesson for today. I'm glad that a lot of you are actually taking action on what you're learning. And the fact that some of you actually finished the course, that's impressive. I must be sincere. I'll be very, very sincere. I'm not sure I would have finished it in a week. I am not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I would have finished it. So for those of you who finished it within this last 1 week, kudos to you. You did excellently well. For those of you who finished part one or part two, or up to part three of this lesson, out of the 4 parts, that you finished part one, two, or three out of this lesson, you did extremely well as well. I'm not sure I would have gotten up to part three, but I'm a very lazy person. Okay, I'm a very lazy person, but I'm also a go-getter. When I really, really want something, I go crazy about it. Okay, I don't learn very fast. I'm not a very, very fast learner. But once I learn, I've learned. That's just it. I take my time to, do the work. So it might not be easy, but you have gotten this far. That's beautiful. Now, this is what I would recommend. For those of you who are still trying to catch it, just run through it to the end. Okay? Then start again and now take it gently, and then take notes and then practice. This time around, don't rush it. Don't run through it. This time around, digest it properly, okay? The first time you are taking the course, you can just watch through the whole training from beginning to the end without taking any notes. It's fine. Just watch through everything. Let it just flow through you as you're watching. Then you get to the end, take all the quiz, get to the end. Even if you can't take the quiz, you can skip the quiz, okay, to the end. Then start it all over again. And if you take the quiz and you fail it, don't worry, just move on to the next one until you finish. Now, when you finish it, you now come back, start from the beginning again, digest it properly, take the quiz this time around, and be sure you ace it. Okay? Be sure you ace it. Don't do 60. I know 60 is the pass mark, but don't do 60. Go ahead, do 80, do 90 if possible. Okay? Impress yourself, not me. I don't need to be impressed anymore by any of you. I am already impressed by what you have done so far. I don't need to be impressed anymore. I need you to now impress yourself and impress your pocket. That's the next thing I want you to do. Okay? You have done well for me. It's time to now do it for yourself. I hope you understand me. This time around, I'm not talking to everybody. I'm only talking to these 17 or 18 people that are in this class. Not everybody. Not those who are missing the class. Those who are missing the class, some of them might come and join you. I mean, by impressing themselves. But for now, I am talking to just those of you who are right now in this call. You have done enough. You have done excellently well for me. It's time to do it for yourself now. Whatever you do from this moment onward, it's on you. Okay? The one you have done up till today is probably just to show that you're a serious person. And I appreciate that. I can see that this number of people who are here are very serious people. And I like that. But from this moment onward, I'm not going to be, remember I said before that I'm not going to push anybody. The time of pushing has come to an end today. After today, I am not following up, I am not pushing, I am not forcing anybody anymore. You don't force people to succeed. Naturally, success is very, very difficult. Okay? So you don't force people to succeed. If you try to force anybody to succeed, they will hate you for it. They will hate you for it. So if you have an opportunity and you extend it to people and they don't see it yet, you don't need to push them. The moment you push them away, or you scare them away, or they begin to hate you for it, or they begin to avoid you for it. So it's not really what, all in all, it's not really my thing. So force people, I don't like it. I don't do it. And that's one of the major reasons why I don't hype. Why Blue People Academy, we do not hype Forex. We don't hype it at all. We'll tell you as it is. It is very difficult. You can lose all your money. You can lose a lot of money, but you can also make a lot of money. You want me to be very sincere with you? Right now, I don't need a lot of money, but I withdraw a minimum of 300,000 naira every week from my account. I really don't need, sometimes, not that I need it. At the end of the day, I withdraw the whole thing and I distribute it into different investments, but I just make sure that no matter what happens, in a week, I am pulling 300,000 naira out of my account. Right now, it's about $300, very, very small money. I am pulling that out of my account every week, minimum. Whether I need it or not, it's a must that I pay myself that amount, because I am fixing myself on a salary of 1.2 million naira every month, and I don't get paid I don't want to be paid every month, I get paid every week. So I pay myself 300,000 naira every week. It doesn't matter whether I trade or not. It doesn't matter whether I did anything or not. But I'm making sure that I withdraw 300,000 naira every week. I can show you my bank statement to prove that I've been doing that consistently for weeks now. And I do that every Thursday. Yesterday, I still did one. I mean, on Thursday, 2 days ago, I still withdrew 320 something thousand. Okay, so that I am doing that doesn't mean that everybody would be able to get to that point. And it doesn't mean you have to be restricted to that. That's okay for me. I'm fine with it. Some other people will say 300, only 300K for waiting now. Now, Forex will they talk about. For waiting, say, who say make I don't feel withdraw 1.5 million every week? Of course, you can do way more than that. You can beat me. I have one of my students who makes a lot more money in a day than I make in a week. And I don't care. And funny enough, he's a very young boy. He's not married. He's still single. He's not married. But I don't bother. It doesn't bother me. I don't mind. In fact, I'm excited. I still spoke with him yesterday. He's developing an EA right now, a robot to trade for him. He said he's starting his masters and he will not have time to trade. So he's building a robot right now to trade for him while he's running his master, because he doesn't want to be earning less than he's earning right now just because he's going back to school. Sure, you get it now. So there is room for overtaking here. You can go as far as you want to go. As far as your mind can imagine it, you can achieve it. I can promise you that it is possible. I can promise you that it is very, very possible. You know, sometimes some things that you don't know affect you, but you don't know that it's affecting you. Let me give you an example. You see, I have 3 little children in junior school, and one in secondary school, one in higher institution. The 3 little boys in junior school, for when they first started, they were always not doing well. Not that they were doing okay, but it wasn't very impressive, like very, very impressive. And I was angry about it. I was angry about it to the point that I was scolding them, especially the older one of the 3 of them. I was scolding him so bad because he plays a lot, and I assumed that it was because he was playing too much. That was why he wasn't excelling like his mates in the school. But then, when things turned around and I started making good money in this business, and I could afford to pay their school fees even before school resumed. Right now, I clear all school fees for the term and every expenses before they resume at all. Even though the school does not mind. The school can even allow you stay till the 3rd week, 4th week before they start disturbing people to pay. But me, I make sure that I pay everything before they even resume. So the first time I cleared all their fees, if I am telling you the truth, God is my witness. The first time I cleared all their fees before they went to school, they did not know. They were used to being called out when it is time to start. You know that field drive now. It's a private school, so they don't drive them home. Instead, they will send them into a private room where they will just sit down. They will not do anything. No books, no activities for the day. They will just sit down there. So that's their own punishment for not paying their fees. That's what they do in that school. So, and they went to school. 2nd week, 3rd week, they were expecting that they would start calling them. And they didn't call my children. And they were surprised. So the elder one asked their teacher, and the teacher said, your daddy has paid all your fees. And they were like, what? And he came home and said, Daddy, thank you so much for paying all the fees. I said, thank God. But let me tell you what shocked me the most. At the end of that term, all 3 of them cleared all their papers, all distinction, despite the play that young man was playing. They cleared everything. And since then till today, as long as all their fees are paid upfront before they even resume school, I don't have to stress myself. I don't have to shout on them to get it right. It affects their psychology. They get this kind of mentality that they are okay, they are sound, everything is fine, all is settled, and they can focus. See, we went through a lot of rubbish because our parents couldn't afford to do these things for us. I wouldn't want my children to do that. You understand? No, we will not pamper them, we will not abuse them, but that notwithstanding, the basic things of life that we couldn't get, we should be able to get it for them. So having said that, let's take this as the first step. Okay? First step towards a change of story. The first step. Last class was just a preamble, preparation for the step. Today is the first step into making a massive, massive change in your story. So let's go into our presentation for today quickly. Um, Let me share my screen. Let me share the this thing. Let me share the PDF. I mean, what's it called? The slideshow. So we can work with that. Welcome back to class. Today I was loading the washing machine this afternoon. Morning, around 10 or so. When I got up from the bed around 10. I was loading the washing machine and I noticed something on the soap. Honestly, I have not realized this before. This is the soap I use in the house, Persil. And in the carton of the soap, you can see I put it on top of the machine and snapped it. I snapped it with my phone this morning. On the carton, I realized there was a quote there. And it made a lot of sense to me that instant. And I just felt I had to share it with you guys. It says, real change happens when you roll up your sleeve and get dirty. We all want change. We all want change. If you don't want change, you will not be here. I know that. I want change. The change I want may be different from the one you want anyway. But I want change. If I didn't want change, I would not be here. My father is close to 88 years old now. And he's living off me and my brothers. You understand? Like, he worked all his life for the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria. All his life, till he retired. He did not even get his, was it gratuity they paid them or pension? I don't even know what it is that they call them. He did not get it till today. So he lives off us. I want change. I want something different. That is because I don't want to work till I'm old before I retire. I don't know whether I said it before in the last class. I want to retire latest at the age of 55. That's my goal. Retire at the age of 55, which is a little less than 10 years from now. And when I retire, I'm not doing any work again. I want the one I have done so far till that age to take care of me and whatever expenses, and trust me, that is when I'm going to be racking expenses by then. By the time I retire, that is when I'm going to start spending. I will be alive, no big deals about it. It's no big deal. I know because I have taken care of that aspect, both spiritually and health-wise. Now, I want to retire at that age and retire well and live well. Live well. I want to travel the world. Like, just travel for the rest of my life. Just be jumping from one country to the other, from one city to the other. That's my goal. That's my ultimate goal. I don't know I've not decided what I'll be doing by then, but I know I will be traveling the world. It may just be to give talks, small talks, motivations. I don't know. I may still get paid by then, but it wouldn't be my main source of income anymore. It will just be pleasure for me. That's my goal. For me to be able to make that change from what my father went through to what I want, I need to roll up my sleeves and get dirty. And that's one of the reasons why all my shirts, you will hardly see me button my shirt. I always roll them up. I want it to always remind me that I am working. I wear shirts a lot, but I will never button it. You will not see me button it. It's very rare. Which is one of the major reasons why I don't wear jackets. Unless it's compulsory, maybe a formal meeting, a formal dinner or something that I have to, then I will. In that case, I know that I'm not working. But if I am working like this, I roll up my sleeves. And we have to get dirty. The death may not necessarily mean the physical death we are used to. It could be a lot of things. It could be insult from people that you didn't even think that they are up to your standard and they talk to you anyhow. Like someone like Sebastian, how old is he talking to you? A 60, 70-year-old, 65, 55-year-old person and talking rubbish. Who is he? What does he know? It's part of the dirt. So let's get to it. Now, the first thing we want to talk about is how to use the signal service. At the end of your training, I expected that by now you already registered with the brokers that I recommended for you, 2 of them. There's a third one anyway that I may ask you to use. Eventually, you might have to use the third one instead of that second one. But XM is still constant for now. So I'm having a little bit of reservation, but I trust them anyway. So either one of, in fact, 3 of them, either one of the 3 of them is fine. You can use any of them. And if you can use all of them. As a matter of fact, register with all of them. You can now fund anyone you like. You don't have to fund all three of them. Just fund only one. Choose anyone you want and fund it. But register and verify your account on the three of them. The reason is because brokers are good today does not mean they will be good tomorrow. Anything can happen. They can become very annoying. Like I had a broker that was excellent until they started messing up, and I just had to leave. I had to abandon them and go for somebody else. Okay, so I would always choose what is best for my student, not necessarily for me, but for my student. Number one, what am I looking for? For you to have any issues and that issue is resolved in the shortest possible time. On XM Global, on MQ, on Metafor, M4 Markets, on Anzo Capital, your issues can be resolved in less than 2 hours if you have any issues at all. And that's one of the major reasons why I choose them. Apart from that, easy accessibility. You can easily access your account officer or account manager. You make a withdrawal, it lands in your account the same day. Worst case scenario, within 3 or 4 hours, your withdrawal has landed in your account. My withdrawals don't take 3 to 4 hours. My withdrawals come in less than 30 minutes. Except on XM, I don't withdraw on weekends. Weekend withdrawals will be delayed on XM. But on the other brokers, even on weekend, it's not delayed. They still pay you within a very short time. Your deposit is instant. You make a deposit now, within an hour it lands in your account, so you can immediately begin to put your money to work. These are things that I look for. I need a broker that has very, very small spread, not the one that what's it called? Your trade is about to hit TP, they will open their spread from 3.2 or 3.3 to 5.1. So until the trade pulls back, they close it back. At the end of the day, you realize that your trade got to TP, but it did not trigger. It went back and hit stop loss again. A lot of brokers do that. So I try to avoid that happening to my students. So I pick brokers that I have tested them over time, and they are not doing that. The reason why I had not given you the third broker is because I've been testing them now for more than 3 months, trading with them for more than 3 months, and throwing a lot of curveballs at them to be sure that they will not play any hanky-panky later. And so far, they have not disappointed me. As a matter of fact, they've been impressing me even more than one of the two that I gave you before. So I've been impressed a lot by them. That's the reason why I'm saying I may ask you all to switch to that broker later. So just register with them, verify your account. On XM Global, you only need an ID card. Any government issued ID card is all you need on XM Global. Anyone. Your name slip, the big one, the long one like this, is okay. That's all. The photocopy. Just screenshot or snap it and use it. You don't need proof of address on XM Global. I have taken care of that already. They don't ask my student for proof of address. They ask everybody else, but not my students. On what's it called? The other ones, you need an address. You need a statement of account to verify your address. And that's why I always say, if you want to register an account, register it with the address that is on any of your bank statement of account. Anyone. It doesn't matter whether you are living there or not. As long as that's the address on your statement of account, use that same address to register for a broker. So that if at any time they ask you for proof of residency, I don't even encourage you to, even if your NEPA bill is in your name, I don't encourage you to use it. If your light bill, your water bill, your waste bill, bin bill, all those bills, if they are in your name, I don't advise you to use it. Because anything can happen. You could decide to move tomorrow. You could travel out. You could go anywhere. But your statement of account address is constant. As long as you're using that bank and you're still using that account, that address is still valid. So you can always upload. Once they ask you for proof of address, just download your statement of account from your mobile app for your bank and upload it to them. That's all. That's what I do. So it's straightforward. It doesn't stress anybody at all. So take note of that. And noise cancellation is already on. I want to be sure that there is no noise in this recording. Okay, so take note of that. Now, you can choose either MT4 or MT5 for those who have not registered an account already, or those who have registered an account. You can use either of them, MT4 or MT5. Whichever one you choose when you are registering your account, that's the one you are going to upload. That's the one you are going to download from your Play Store or your App Store, depending on the kind of device you're using. If you're using Android, it's on Play Store. Just search for MT4, MT5, or you simply type MetaTrader. It will bring all the two of them out, and you can pick the one that is connected to your account. If it's MT4 account that you open, Please don't try to log in on MT5 with it. It will not go because it doesn't recognize that. So if you register an MT4 account, be sure that you are logging into an MT4 app. If you register an MT5 account, be sure you are logging into an MT5 app. Now it doesn't matter. If you already registered MT4, somewhere along the line you realize, okay, you tested MT5 and you think MT5 is sweeter. It's no big deal. Go into your account, create a new account, create an MT5 account inside the old account you'll be using. There's no need for verification on anything. Then transfer your fund from one account to the other. I hope you understand that now. So just transfer all your funds from one account to the other as long as you don't have any running trade. And then you switch to MT5 and you start trading on MT5. As a matter of fact, I encourage everybody to try to begin to work towards MT5 because I see a future very, very soon where MT4 will no longer be recognized and be relevant. They're already facing it out. There are no new updates for MT4 anymore. Only MT5 is receiving updates now. Even MetaTrader is not updating MT4 anymore. I can't remember when last I saw updates for MT4. So take note of that. So install them on your PC, on your mobile phone, or tablet, whichever one you're using. You can trade with any of them. If it is PC you're using, the version is different from the one on mobile. Okay, the one on mobile, just download it from your Play Store. But the one for PC, download it from your broker back office. When you log into your account, go to the area where you have platforms. Okay, platforms. Choose whichever one, whether MT4 or MT5, and select download there. Then download it to your PC and install it there. I hope you understand now. Okay, so that is done. And the required deposits for you to join the Signal group for free is $100 minimum. That was why I emphasized that $100, 95,000. Right now it's almost 100,000 now. It's increasing every day. That's why I emphasize that $100 when you are coming into the group, into the class, so that you know that it is a business. There is need for a capital. You do not open a shop and then sit in front of the empty shop and not put any goods inside and expect to make money, unless you're a consultant or trainers like some of us. Even at that, you still have to make some investment, some capital investment. Either you are buying things, installing things, paying for adverts and things like that to get your business to come to you. So business will not just go looking for you. You have to create opportunity for the business to come looking for you. So you need $100 investment or trading capital rather. It's your money. You are not sending it to me. You are going to fund it into your trading account by yourself. You can withdraw it anytime. You can withdraw your profit from that account anytime. But note that if you withdraw your entire capital from that account, you will be pulled out of the Signal group. Do you understand that? It doesn't mean I will not provide you with guidance anymore. I will still provide you with guidance. I have hundreds of students who are not trading on my platform. They are not in the Signal group, but they have been through my training and they still send questions to me every day and I still answer them every day. So it's not an issue, but you will just not be in the VIP Telegram group. Now, you will be added to the Telegram group the moment you fund your account, the moment you deposit into your account. So how to deposit into your account, we are going to look at that later in this training. We are going to try to do that together. So we're going to look at how to deposit into your account. You can deposit with your local currencies or you can deposit with USDT. If you know that you have one mad bank that misbehaves, I don't know which of the banks, maybe bank like Access Bank, their head they touch sometimes. Any of these banks, like First Bank or GTB itself is not normal anymore. But if you have any of those banks that you know that can give you stress, just ignore them. Go to Binance, register on Binance, and use USDT to fund your account. That way you can always withdraw your money to USDT, sell it on Binance, and get your fund instantly into whichever account that you want. Right now, I don't withdraw to bank anymore because I don't like to collect my money in Naira anymore because they will convert it at their own rate and I don't want that. So I withdraw to USDT and I sell it on Binance at my own rate because my bank may be converting at 800 and something or 900 Naira. Meanwhile, on Binance, I am converting at 980 Naira, sometimes close to 1000 Naira. And on Thursday, I converted at 1,020 naira. Do you understand now? So it's all up to you. Now you're going to belong to the VIP Telegram group where the signals are being posted for as long as you have funds in your account and that you are trading. Now, every time a signal is posted, you are not just in the group to copy signal. You need to understand the reason why that instruction is given. So when they say sell, you need to know why they are telling you to sell, which is the reason why you should take this trading serious, which is the reason why if you can, or if you are lucky, let me not say if you can, if you are lucky, be sure that you join the mentorship, because then you will be able to easily identify. When they tell you sell, you can open your chart and say, okay, that's a good one, and then you take a sell. And they tell you buy, and you take a look at the chart and say, no, it doesn't make sense. This market is a sell market, and you refuse to buy. And at the end of the day, that market will hit stop loss, and you'll be saved from that stress. So you need to understand this, and we're going to deal with that a little bit tonight. Then the remaining one continues in the course of the future training. So having said that, we move on. How do you deposit in your account? I said you can deposit in your local currency or USDT. That is what I advise. Please avoid depositing in foreign currency. Please avoid it if possible. It's okay, but avoid it, because by the time you are withdrawing, sometimes withdrawing into dollar account in Nigeria government policies now when it comes to dollar, they are mad. So I don't want any issues at all. I don't want anybody to have any issues. I hope you are getting me. So I don't want anybody to have any issues at all. So I don't want anybody to have any issues at all. I hope you get it. So always try to deposit in USDT or in Naira. Take note of that. Now, I always make deposit guide for all the brokers. Either whichever broker you want to use, you want to deposit in, there's a guide for it. Please follow those guides. It is important. There's a reason why I do them. So that you won't have issues. So that you won't lose your money. Okay? Follow those guides. You are depositing in Naira. It says, click on this. Please click on that. Don't assume that you know already or you know too much. And sometimes they change. And when they change, I'm going to notify you guys and send a message about that so that you will know that something has changed. Okay? So take note of that. Now, your withdrawals are made via the same method of deposit. So if you deposited with USDT, you'll be withdrawing with USDT. If you deposited with Naira, you'll be withdrawing with Naira. Okay, so take note of that too. Okay, so let's look at how to connect your MT4 or MT5 account to your trading account. It's actually very easy. When you registered for your account, either your MT4 XM account or Anzo Capital account, or MT5 XM account or Anzo Capital account, you will be given a login information, or you set up a login information for yourself. Your username, your password, your account ID, all that we are giving to you, an email address, which you can use to log into your account. Now, those information, you need the information on your own account to be able to log into MT4 or MT5. So I'm going to switch to MetaTrader now and try to show you how to log in to those accounts. Okay, so just a moment. Okay, I've been able to log in now. I think the problem was so let me share my screen. Okay, so here is the account. Now, note that this is one of my backup accounts, so I'm not going to use my live account for a training like this because it's going to be on YouTube, so I don't want any issues. Okay, I don't know who is going to see it, so I cannot risk my original account on this. Okay, so if you are going to connect your account, first thing you need to do is to find the account first. So in the members area, this is the members area. If you scroll down, you will see a list of all the accounts you have. Both the real account, which is the live accounts. Let me get a pen. Both the live accounts here and the demo accounts here. Okay, so you have all of them listed there. Now, what you need to do is click on whether it's a demo account you want to connect to or a live account. If it's a live account, click on the live, then click on the account. You will notice on XM Global, you will notice this small drop down arrow in front of it. That is to allow you to see more details about it. In this account, I can see the server name. I said you are going to need a server name. This is the server name. I said you are going to need an ID. This is the ID. And then I said you are going to need a password. You must have set a password before. But if you did and you forgot, or you have not set it before and you want to set it, you just go to select options. On mobile too, you will see it like this too, so it doesn't matter. So just click on select options and scroll down, and you will see change password. So if I click on, remember that each of them have their own options separate. So be sure that you are changing for the accounts that you want to log into. So let me assume that I want to log into one of these demo accounts, for instance, now. And let's assume I want to log into this demo account here. This is the server name, XM Global Demo. And I can now click here and select change password. Remember, this is the ID. Don't forget that. That's the ID. So I can click on more options, select change password. It will ask me which password do I want to change. So I need to choose which password I want to change out of all the passwords. One of the passwords is called an investor password. An investor password is what allows you to be able to see the details of what is going on in your account, but you cannot make any changes. That is used for people who you want them to just see what you are doing. Okay? Like if you want to, if you are trying to show somebody that you're a good trader, like maybe you can't raise trading capital, but you have a demo account and you are using it to build. I have done that in the past, and you have been trading on the demo account and you're making profit, and you have someone that you know that has money. He can put money, but you just need to show him what you can do so that he can fund an account, you can trade with it, and you guys can share profit. So you can create an investor password for that person, and that's the three that is showing you here. Your profile password is for this account to log into your account. So if you change profile password, that place where it asks you for your email address and password, this is the password you are trying to change here. If you change trading account password, that is the password to actually trade on the account, to log into MT4 or MT5. If you change read only password, that is your investor password. So what we want to change is the trading password, because I don't even remember what the password is for this account. So I'm going to set a password for it now. I'm just going to put something there. Okay. Okay, it doesn't match. Sorry. Lowercase, uppercase. Okay, I didn't put any capital letters. Now you can see the instruction. There must be a capital letter. Okay. My profile password. Sorry, I made a mistake. This is for your profile. Take note of that. This is for your profile. This is the new password. New password does not match. Okay, it matches now, so you submit. Now you have set a password. You know your password now. The reason why I set a password is in case you do not know your password. But now that we have set a password, we can now log. You say you have successfully changed your MT4, MT5 account password. Now the next thing you want to do is to log into MT4 or MT5, which is what we are going to do now. So I'm just going to open MT4 on XM Global MT4, and then I'm going to log in to that account. So to connect your account, click on File, click on Open an Account. Take note of that. Open an account. Don't use Login to Trade account. If you use Login to Trade account, you might not be able to find the server that you want. Okay? So open an account. Then it's going to ask you for your server name. And it's going to try to automatically load all your servers that you have tested on this app before, on this program before. Now I'm going to just check the password, the ID for this account. I can't remember the account ID, that's why I want to go and check it. So I'm trying to quickly log in back to my account and copy that. So, and then I'm going to check the server. Remember, I showed you where to find the server name just when you click on the drop down arrow in front of the ID. So that will show you the server name, will show you the leverage and everything. So I want to go and check the server name. I wasn't sure what server was used, but I think it was just XM Global Demo. Now, if you don't see your server in the list, especially if it's a new MT4 app that you just installed or a new MT5, you won't see all these servers. So you are going to scroll down to the end. You will see add new broker, like broker name or address, server name, their link. So just click on that and type XM. Just start typing XM Global. That is the name of your server. Start typing it and hit enter. So it's going to search and bring up all broker links, servers that have XM Global in their name, and that's what you are seeing here. If it is Anzo Capital, for instance, now, just come here. Thank God I've not done Anzo on this before, so I'm going to use Anzo. So just start typing Anzo and hit enter. It's going to search for every broker server that has Anzo in the name. You can see them at the top there. Okay, so it has loaded them at the top there. So whichever one is your server, you just pick it from there. But that's not what we're using. We're using XM. So I just want to check the account information. Sorry, I think I made a mistake in my login information. Okay, I'm in now. Okay, the ID, I've copied the ID. The server name is XM Global Demo. So let's go back there and search for it. XM Global Demo. This is it, just demo, no number. So this is the server. Click on the server that you want to connect to. Click on next. It has to be the exact server that is on your account. Take note of that. Now, where it says new demo account, new real account, or existing trade, change to existing trade account. Remember, you have an account already. Change to existing trade account. Enter your ID here, the ID that you copied from your account, and the password that we just set, that we just changed now. So I'm going to type the password. And then click on finish. So it will automatically connect to that account. And if your login information is correct, then it will log you in. If your login information is not correct, at the bottom here, you will see it will tell you the reason why it's not connecting. Either it will say connection error or invalid account. If it says invalid account, that means you have entered the wrong information. If it says connection problem, that's at the bottom right, at the corner here where I'm highlighting. In fact, let me use pen. This place, you see this place where I am marking with red like this. So it's going to tell you whether it is wrong. If it says invalid account, where you have that 453/24KB, if it says invalid account, it means that you have entered the wrong information. But if it says connection error or no connection, that means you are having network problem. Just try it again. Okay, so take note of that. Or you are using the wrong server. That's another thing. If you are using the wrong server but the username and password is correct, it can give you no connection error. So take note of that as well. So this is how to connect your account to MT4. Now once you connect it to MT4, if you open your your navigator here, you are going to see those account information. Okay, you are going to see those account information. This is the account I just logged into now. Okay, this is it here. This is the account I just logged into here. This is the one that was here before. So all you need to do to switch between account, either live or demo, is to just double click. Once you double click, it will bring up this dialog box. Click on login. Username and password is already automatically set for you. So just click login. It has changed. If you check here, you will see that the details have changed. Let me bring in this guy. View data. Sorry. View terminal. So let me just bring up the terminal and adjust it. So let me pull it up so that we can see the details. Okay. So it shows you your balance. Your balance is this, your equity is this, your margin. So if you have any trade running, you are going to see it at this point here. Okay, so if you don't have any trade running, that's what you have here. So this is how to connect your account to MT4. The same thing applies to MT5. They are all basically the same way to connect that. So even if it's MT5 you want to connect, it's the same way that you are going to connect it, the same way you connected the MT4 too. There's no difference at all. So I hope that is clear to everybody. Okay, some guys are raising their hands. I hope that's an error or you have a question. So let me stop sharing for a moment and see who is raising hands. Joseph and Samuel, you're raising your hands. Do you have any question or you're just, it's a mistake? So that's the first thing, how to connect our accounts. So let's look at, so either MT4 or MT5, the login in is all the same. It's basically the same thing. The interface is just slightly different, but it's basically the same. Okay? On mobile too is the same thing. So now, understanding the reason for the trade decision in the signal release, I told you it's very, very important for you to know the reason why they are asking you to buy or to sell. So we know that we buy when the market is low and we sell when the market is high. We know that. Question is, how do we determine when the market is high and when the market is low? Okay, so that is another discussion entirely, and that is done in the course of analysis. When you understand supply and demand, when you understand resistance and support, you can know when trade is in a support area, and you know that when you are in a support area, you are looking for opportunities to buy if it's rejecting, and if it's breaking, you are looking for opportunity to sell. If you are in a resistance area, if it is rejecting, you are looking for opportunity to sell. If it is breaking it, you are looking for opportunity to buy. So when they post a signal for sell and you check and you see that it has broken through a resistance and retested, you know that market is going to continue to buy and they are posting sell. You know you should stay away from it. It doesn't matter who is posting the signal, whether it is Sebastian or not. I could be drunk. Anyway, I don't really drink alcohol to the point of getting drunk anyway. But anything can happen. I may be angry and I don't look at the market well and I just, let me just post signal. I've not posted any signal since morning. And I just analyze and I assume that I got it right. I may be analyzing on 15 minutes thinking I'm analyzing on 1 hour. And I post the signal. And you, looking at it very well on 15 minutes, realize that, this market or guy is saying we should sell. He's going to be buying for the next 2 hours. I'm not buying. And then you stay out of the market. And then the market is stop loss. And I come back and tell you guys, sorry, we missed that one. Next one, we will get it. You don't go. You have $100 in your account. I have more than $5,000 in my account. We are not the same. My account can stand that kind of loss. Your account may not be able to stand it. So you need to understand the reason why they are giving a signal. If it's not clear to you, ask questions. Send me a message. Boss, coach, you sent this signal. Blah, 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 blah. I am looking at my own. And don't just send me a signal and say, don't send me a message. Coach, you said we should buy. Why? Can you explain? I will not explain. I don't have strength. But if you do your own analysis and look at it and say, Coach, you posted a buy here. I am looking at this on 15 minutes. It has rejected at a resistance and it's most likely going to sell at least from this point to this point. And you take a screenshot of your analysis and send it alongside. And you say, look at this for me. Let me know if I'm getting it right or not. I can look at it and say, wow, this is correct. You are right. This is not supposed to be. And then I can also correct the others. Guys, hold off on this trade. If you have taken it already, just cut your loss. Take the small loss like that and wait. The market is not ready. Okay? Nobody is beyond correction, or even me, no matter how good you think I am. I don't good reach like that. If I am wrong, please let me know that I am wrong. But the only way you can let me know that I'm wrong is if you also know that I am wrong. So we need to know that. Now, there is need for independence in your trading journey. I see people who come into Forex just because they are promised free signal. Yes, there's free signal indeed. I see people who come into Forex just because someone told them there will be copy trading. Yes, there's copy trading indeed, but they have disadvantages. As much as they have advantages, they have very big disadvantages. Let me tell you one of the major disadvantages of this. If you are a broker, let me not say if you are a broker because you don't understand how the broker end works. But this is how the broker end works. Your broker is not in the business for you to make money. Yes, they want you to make, as in, how do I put it? Yes, they are set up for you as a trader to make money. Oh, that's true. Okay? But not so much in the way that you think. Your broker is not going to make sacrifices for you to make money. They are in business too to make money. Some of those brokers do not have what it takes to take all orders. So when you take a buy, and there is nobody at the other end to take a sell, because for anybody to buy, somebody must be willing to sell. Can you go to the market and buy something when nobody is willing to sell? Let me ask you that question. Is it possible for you to go to market and say, I want to buy shoe, and you get to the market, there is nobody selling shoe? Will you buy shoe? Answer me yes or no. I'm waiting for your response. Type your answer, yes or no. Type it quickly. You want to buy shoe. You got to the market. Nobody is selling shoe. Will you buy shoe? Of course, no. You will not be able to buy shoe, exactly. So, it is the same way. Remember in the beginning of our Forex course online, I said that Forex trading is like trade by barter. You exchange something for something. It is the same in every area. Every time you take a buy, someone is taking a sell to be able to match that your order. Every time you take a sell, someone must take a buy. If nobody is taking a buy, you cannot take a trade. That is the job of a broker. Find those who are buying and those who are selling and match make them so they can take their trade. That is the job of a broker normally. Unfortunately, because of the advance of technology and how quickly we want our trades executed, it might not be easy to find somebody who is buying while you are selling. So sometimes brokers will take the other end of that order. So when you take a buy, they will sell. Whether they have anybody who is selling or not, they will sell by themselves so as to match your order. The moment they do that, it means that you are automatically trading against the broker. Naturally, the broker wants to make money from their trade. You want to make money from your trade. The person will get money pass, now you go win this trade. Unfortunately, you only have $100 in your account. The broker, on the other hand, has millions of dollars resting, not doing anything. So, while you believe based on your analysis trade should go for a sell, the broker doesn't have a choice but to buy whether he likes it or not, because he has to provide the service. And since there is nobody to match you with, he decides to match you with himself. Your broker will be trading a buy while you are trading a sell. Because the broker has more money, the broker will keep fueling that order. Now, this is where you have problem if you are relying on signal. Especially where you have thousands of people subscribing to that channel where they are providing that free signal. Thank God, Blue People Academy, we are not so much in the group where we are providing signal, we are less than 100. However, there are some places where you have thousands of people. Most of the time, those people will want you to use their own broker. So all of you are the same broker. 10,000 people get the same instruction. Buy gold at this price. All of you jump into the trade at the same time. Buy. every time you click buy, it is registering in the broker end that there's a new order for gold. Now the broker receives 10,000 orders to buy gold. The broker naturally would want to make money off that order. Because you have a stop loss of 40 pips, the broker can push trade against you for the next 40 pips just to hit all 10,000 stop losses before they finally keep going straight. If you join the mentorship, it will blow your mind what brokers do in the forex market. You will now understand the reason why sometimes it looks as if every time you take a buy, the market is selling. After you hit your stop loss, the market starts to buy. Every time you take a sell, the market is buying. After you hit your stop loss, it starts selling. That is the essence of the mentorship part of this training. Not to teach you how to trade. You already know how to trade if you take this training, the free training, properly. The mentorship is to make you a different trader, to make you an institutional trader, to allow you to trade along with the banks, to trade the way the banks are trading, and you can make money when people are losing money. So that is what this mentorship is going to be about. Later on, I'm going to post a short detail of what you get in that mentorship, but I'm still going to show you some of it anyway. So that's the importance of the mentorship. Now, how to raise funds for trading is very, very important. I know some of you already have your trading capital, but there are still a few people who don't have enough, who have a little, like people who are saying they have $50, they have $30, they have $70. Can they start with that? If you deposit $50, I will not add you to the Signal group yet, because I don't want you to lose your money. Okay? I already talked about this last training, last week, that if you have $50, your chances of building that account is slimmer than if you have $100 or $200. If you have $100 or $200, let's say you have $200 and you lose $20 or $30 out of it, you still have $170. Fear no go catch you too much to take the next trade. But if you have $50 and you lose $30, to enter trade with $20 go scare you. You go say, me wey get $50, I no fit trade, I lose $30. Wetin be the assurance say the next trade go right? And because of that, you might not take the trade and you might be missing out. So that's the reason why I say minimum of $100, minimum. Now, raising money is not easy, but there are ways to go about it. I have a couple of methods that I teach my students that they use to raise. Even if you have money, you can use it to raise extra, to have a little more to start with. If you already have your mentorship fee, you can use it to raise your trading capital. If you already have your trading capital, you can use the methods to raise your mentorship fee. If you already have both of them, you can use it to raise extra capital to add to your trading capital. So take note of that. I'm going to post. I have a training on that already. So I'm not going to do that in detail here because of our time. This is past 6 already. We're already 1 hour in the training. So I'm going to post those trainings on how to raise funds. I'm going to send it later after the class. I will post it immediately after the class so you can watch it before the recording is ready for those who want to catch up, because I notice some people are still coming in late and they will need to catch up. So I'll post the training on how to raise capital for you shortly, okay, immediately after this training. So what do you need to do next? The next thing you want to do, if you have not completed the training, please try and complete it. I can see those who are raising their hands. I will answer your questions. Just calm down. If you have not completed the free training online, please go and complete it. If you have completed it, kudos to you. Go on to the next step. Join the mentorship program. Please try and take the mentorship. Now, I don't usually take a lot of students in my mentorship. I take maximum 20 students. This time around, I want to take only 15 students because I have some students from the last class that I am not done with, and I don't like to overcrowd myself. I like to give good and special attention to my students, and that's the reason why I will not be taking the usual 20 this month. I'm taking only 15. Now, my mentorship is 250k. I told you all that before. But for your performance in this class, you will not be paying 250k. For the people who are in this call right now, I have a screenshot of everybody who is on this mentorship call right now. So take note of your name on this class. Take note of your name. If you are joining the mentorship right now, as you are on this call, for those who are on this call now, you are paying only 50K, which is 20% of the mentorship fee. You are paying just 50K for this 17, like 21 or 22 people that are in this call right now. You are paying only 50K. That is 20% of the mentorship fee. Now, if you are not in the call, you are paying your mentorship fee in full. If you are not in this call, you are paying your mentorship fee. Okay. If you are not in this call and I don't have 15 people out of the people who are here within the next, usually I give a few days from now till, let me say from now till Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay, from now till Wednesday, let's put it at Wednesday. From now till Wednesday, if I get 15 people from those who are in the call, I am not taking anybody on discount again. Anybody else who is joining mentorship will pay the 250K full. But if I don't get the 15 people that I want from now till Wednesday, then everyone who is rewatching later or catching up later in the group, I don't mind, I don't care. Wherever you are coming from and you want to join the mentorship, from now till Wednesday, apart from those who are on this call, they are going to pay 100,000. They are going to pay 100,000, which is 40%. They are going to pay 100,000. I'll give them 150 as discount. They pay only 100K. But if you are in the call right now, you are in this training today, you are paying only 50K. So just take note of your name. I have a record of everybody who is in the call right now. I have taken a screenshot. Anyone who is not in the call after this screenshot, then I don't owe that person any explanation. Take note of that. I don't owe that person any explanation. Only the people who are in the call get the get the 20%. Every other person will pay their 100K. So if you are in the call, congratulations. You have a huge, very, very huge discount. You have 80% discount. You pay 50K. If you are not in the call and you are watching this between now and Wednesday and you want to pay before Wednesday, take note of that. You want to pay before Wednesday, you are paying 100,000. If you don't have a full discounted mentorship fee, you can pay in installment too, so as to secure your slot. But you are not joining the mentorship class until you settle the balance. Take note of that. So say I have 25K or 30K and I was in the call and I'm supposed to pay 50K. It's remaining 20K, but I have 30K now. You can pay your 30K and after that, keep your receipt. When the balance is ready, whether in the next 1 week, in the next 2 weeks, even in the next 1 month, but not more than 1 month. Take note of that. Not more than 1 month. Maximum a month after your initial payment. Then you will pay the balance and get added to the class. If after 1 month you are not able to pay your balance, please send me a message and let's see what we can do to either refund your money or whatever we need to do. Take note of that. So I think that's it. Then what are the other things you need to do? Is to join the mentorship. Then you join the general trading class. We have a trading community and a class community where we post trainings. We still hold trainings like this. After this live class, we'll be holding general training occasionally, discussing other areas of trading. So be sure that you are in the class. Join the group. I'm going to post the link to the group later on. It might not be today, it might be tomorrow or next. But when I post it, I will note it there. I would inform you there so that you know what the link is for. So join the group. There are over 1,000 people in there already. So join them so that you can keep getting updates in there. Now, I will encourage you to also follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. To find our YouTube channel is not hard. Once you open the training, click on the YouTube icon at the bottom. Just click on it to take you straight to YouTube. So just follow. Just subscribe there. Okay? Subscribe. You can activate the notification button so that anytime we post new trainings, you will be notified so you can go and watch it. So subscribe to it at least. Then save my contact, Coach Sebastian, and reach out to me as you go along in the trading journey. I am always here on WhatsApp, to attend to you. Please, don't send message on Telegram. Telegram is always very crowded. I may not see your message on time. Sometimes I see your message like 2 weeks later. So if you want to reach me, please send a message to WhatsApp. It's easier and faster for me. I check WhatsApp very, very regularly, but I don't check Telegram that regularly. So don't send me a message on Telegram. Send a message on WhatsApp. Okay? But join the Telegram class and join the WhatsApp class as well, because trainings will be holding there. So I think that's about it. I'm going to take questions now for the next 30 minutes. So we'll end this class at 10 minutes to 7. And we can get home. I have to get home by 7 o'clock. I think 10 minutes should be enough for me to get home. Alright, if you have a question, please raise your hand. Let me see how many people have questions so we can start from there. Okay, I can see Samuel Solomon, Okem Prosper, Nweke Kelechi. If those people that are called did not raise their hand for question, please put down your hand so that let me know those who have questions. Okay, the two of you, okay. 1 is down. Okay, 2 is down. Nweke, you have a question. Alright, any other person who has a question, please raise your hand now while we answer Nweke's question. Blessed, please unmute yourself and ask your question. Or you can type it out if it's easier for you. Just type it. Hello?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Go ahead.
Please, I wanted to make suggestions and I've asked a question. I want to ask if that connection you did, it's a bit confusing to me. If you could make a video and send it to us so that we can get it.
Okay. To connect your account to MT4?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. I'll do a recording of that maybe tomorrow. And tomorrow is Sunday. Okay, maybe tomorrow after church I can do it and then I'll send it to the group.
Alright, thank you, sir. Secondly, I wanted to ask you, is it possible to connect
you can connect 20 broker accounts to MT4 or MT5, it doesn't matter. You only need one app to connect all your broker accounts. Both live, demo, everything. Alright, you're welcome. Okay, so that was Blessed. Prosper, you can ask your question now. Unmute yourself. Good evening, bro. Yes. Okay, the link to the broker account, Sabi. Alright, send me a message on WhatsApp so that I will know it's you and then I will send it to you. Yes. Yes, you can. But minimum of half initial payments. Do you understand? Okay. Now, for the demo account, every broker has that provision on their details. If you check your member area in MT4, in XM Global, you will see where it says open additional account. Let me see if I can share my screen and show you that. Let's see. Alright, so I'm sure you can see my accounts, my accounts now. Alright, so you see that when you get to member area, if you are on mobile app, or either you're on mobile app or on your mobile browser, just click on menu, you will see member area. Click on that member area and then scroll down. So once you scroll down, you will see a list of all the accounts that are on your name. You see the real and then the demo. So switch to demo. Once you switch to demo and it gives you a list of all your demo accounts, at the top of it, in front of overview of accounts here, you see open additional account. Click on that and select the kind of account you want to create, either custom demo account or real account. So if it's a demo account, you click on custom demo account and then it's going to ask you for details for that account. It's as simple as that. Just fill in all this information The same way you filled your live account. Select the platform, either MT4 or MT5. I recommend MT5. Choose the standard. Don't worry about the remaining one. Just choose standard, and then leverage your dollar type, your account investment. Please, if you are using a demo account, always start with a low amount. Use a low amount. Don't do that 10,000. Just do 1,000. The idea is get as close to the capital you'll be trading with as possible, so that you will get a real experience of what you are supposed to do. If you are used to trading with 10,000, you finally fund your account with $100, you may end up blowing that account as $100. But if you are trading with 1,000 all the while and you fund your account with $200 or $500, it's closer to that, so you can easily manage. So take note of that. So select the amount, reduce the amount if possible. Click on continue. It will ask you to create a password. Set a password for it, and that's just it. You complete it. That's all. As long as the password meets these conditions here. So I hope that answers your question. Yes, yes. Yes, the link will give you the same access. The link I'll send to you will give you the same access. No wahala. Okay. Any other question? I think I've answered the two people who raised their hand, and I don't have any new person raising hand. Okay. I think that's about it. Okay. Now all of those are inside the downloads area. If you go to courses, let me go to my okay. So if you go to the website, let me share this screen so that you understand. If you go to the website, you are logged in already, you go to courses, just open any of those courses. Just open any of those. I think I'm sharing my screen, right? Can you see my screen? Okay, good. So just go into the lessons, go to any of the lessons, just open any of them and scroll down. You will see download. Okay? This will take you to the download link. If you don't use that one, you can also click on the courses and select download here, but this is more direct. Just click download. It will take you to the download page where you can download all the resources. You can see it here. Candlestick sheet and candlestick pattern chart. So all you need to do is just click on the download button. It will open it in Drive, in the Google Drive, where it is. And you can just download it with the download button. See the download button at the top here. Download it to your device or read it there if you like, anyone. Okay, so I think I've answered everybody's question now. Okay, now you don't need hundreds of years to be experienced in trading. There are people who come into the forex market and within 2 weeks or 3 weeks of the right mentorship, they are making more money than people who have been there for 5 years. I was a mentor, I was in forex trading for more than 7 years. I did not make a dime. But by the time I got the right mentorship, in a matter of less than a month, I was already making good money from it. I hope you understand now. So it really doesn't matter about the time. What's more important is that you really want to do this and you are willing to put in the work. So even if you are a newbie, I can guarantee, I promise you, that I can take you to wherever you want to go in the mentorship. Do you understand that now? So it's really not a big deal. Okay, now the mentorships are mostly personal one-on-one. However, I usually hold I'm coming to that. I usually hold weekly training for everybody. Now, apart from that weekly training that is group, I hold mentorship call one-on-one at a time that is set between me and you. I will fix the schedule. You will check the convenience and tell me if it's okay with you. If it's not okay, we will change it to a time that is convenient. Usually the weekly mentorship call that we're doing one-on-one is within 30 to 45 minutes, maximum 1 hour. However, you have a lot of resources, video trainings, guides, everything that I have been using over the years to grow successful traders that I'm going to release to you the moment you pay and you join the mentorship class. These are ones you will be studying on your own at your convenience. Now, as you are studying them, you are practicing them, you are putting the things you are learning to practice, and you are bringing your questions back to me. It doesn't matter whether it is time for your mentorship call or not. You can always bring your question anytime we are studying. I will be there to work with you, no matter how bad it is. Even if I deal with madam and we dey do, we go find way to still attend to you. Sure you get. So that's how my mentorship. It is very, very one-on-one, but it's still at your convenience. It's a 3 month mentorship normally. However, for those who, because of their time schedule, they are very busy, they don't have time, or they are very slow, they don't learn fast, I can extend it for another 3 months, making 6 months. So within that period, I don't think there's anybody who will not complete it. So yeah. Okay, now for those who want to join, who want to pay for the mentorship immediately, they'd have to send me a private message immediately. Okay, so I can give you details on how to make payment. Now, for the information on how to raise funds and things like that, I will send all those to the WhatsApp group for everybody at once. How to register for the course. Okay, send me a private message on WhatsApp when we are done with the class so that I can forward them to you. I don't want to post them to the group again because they are plenty. Okay, for the first class. Alright, remind me of all of them on WhatsApp so that I'll send them to you. Alright. Any other question? I think we are done. Victoria, put down your hand. I don't answer your question unless you have another one. Okay, Olale, put down your hand too. Alright, that's it. So, in the absence of any other question, thank you so much for the time and thank you for taking a look at what Blue Deep Academy offers to the world. And we hope that you would help pass our message to the rest of the world so that we can keep doing what we are doing for as long as we can. In the meantime, I'm on WhatsApp. You can reach me anytime if you have any questions. I would also post some information to the WhatsApp group for you. Please follow up on them and let's get started. Okay? It's time to make money. Enough of the talking. Alright guys, see you in the class, in the WhatsApp group.